Hey guys, and welcome to a podcast about your exam. These are the things you need to know: copyright, fair dealing, Spam Act. You need to know about the internals of a computer, so much so that you'll be able to recommend choices of hardware to a small to medium sized business, probably in the field of graphics manipulation, film, and editing. Okay, data. You want to know about verification and validation. You want to know about different types of data formats: images, video, audio, text. So images, JPEGs, GIFs, videos, .mp4s, AVIs, audio, MP3s, waves, text, .docs, .pages, .rtf. You want to know about data encryption methods like private and public keys and digital certificates. You want to know a bit about databases, data warehouse, and data marts. Definitely want to know about intellectual property. You want to learn about, or not learn, but know security measures such as antivirus programs, firewalls, user restrictions that include login and passwords. Hardware in terms of networks, you want to know about these things here: topology, devices, transition media, bandwidth, and topology. These are things covered in week 5 of this term. Really would like you guys to focus on fiber optics. Okay, what the advantages are of that technology, what the disadvantages are, and so much so that once again you could recommend either using fiber optic to a business or not. Okay, also be aware of security measures for networks, not just the programs you can run on networks in terms of software, but also physical measures as well. Gates, alarms, guards, that kind of thing. Web page design features. You want to know about design features that can be built into web pages, such as having a search function, using common themes. Okay, maybe use templates to design your web pages. Really about how people can use your web page efficiently. Okay, things such as having a cancel option. Okay, the next one, web page accessibility features, is about having disabled people access your web page or website. People who are sight impaired or hearing impaired, what accessibility features are available for them. You want to know about current emerging trends, more specifically ICT effects on businesses. One really good example there is video conferencing. Which means you can have conversations with people face to face via webcam in different countries, which is a huge saving to the business, economically and also environmentally as well. Also, people can work from home. Really look at video conferencing as a impact of ICT on businesses and firms. Also look at the effects on individuals, the positives and the negatives. Try and find out a bit of information about what happens to a business when they restructure to use more ICT. Things like what kind of upskilling workers will need, training that's available that they would go through. Also, what kind of support would they have? Maybe they could use in-house training procedures or some type of forum. Okay, look at occupational health and safety and ergonomics. Make sure you know what a service level agreement is, and make sure you know the difference between offshoring and outsourcing. Some more current emerging trends you need to be aware of is the trends of e-waste, e-commerce, identity theft, and also what a GPS is. More on this topic is globalization. How is ICT helping or spurring on globalization? Therefore, how does it affect values, ethics, and inclusivity? With values of ICT nowadays, you're basically seeing war zones, poverty-stricken countries in your living room, in your lounge room. ICT is allowing pictures and film and footage and that to be projected into your lounge rooms. those values are quite different from ours. Also, ethics. People who work for large companies with their database administrators, what right do they have to look at your personal information that may be kept on one of their servers? Inclusivity. How does everyone access ICT? How is access to ICT kept fair? Also, have a look at the positive and negative impacts of social networking on business. The impact of Facebook on business. Things like ultra target marketing. Also, the impact of cult followings. Alright, moving on to the production section. I gave you guys a really good resource, I thought, today in class. A electronic copy of it is here in the production task sample. With that document, it asks you to find or identify, either from a stimulus package or from your own knowledge, 5 design issues. From talking with other ICT teachers, this is a pretty common trend that's going to probably exist for the next couple of years in exams, so make sure you know 5 good design features. Okay, try to really learn or focus a bit more on mobile website features. Okay, there's 2 really good resources here. Things such as the use of radio buttons to limit user input choices, the things of trying to eliminate horizontal scrolling, so when you use a mobile device you just scroll up and down. Okay, also some present and emerging trends to consider with web pages these days is things such as online shopping, social network links. Most web pages these days have a button you can click on that will basically link whatever Twitter feed or Facebook feed that web page has to your account. Also, there's a lot of slideshow type media galleries used these days. These are the principles and elements of design that will be in the exam. Okay, make sure you know 4 or 5 of these quite well. Okay, use these resources to help learn what they are or understand them a bit better. The color wheels are a really good source. Finally, look after your health. Get a few good nights sleep leading up to the exam. Drink plenty of water. Remember, you're allowed a bottle of water in the exam. Also, leading up to the exam, make sure you study. Okay, without study, you're gonna stuff up the exam. Feel free to email me questions. I'll do my best to reply and answer the question as best as possible. And also, don't forget to talk to each other. You guys are each good resources for each other. That's it. Study, and you should do well. Good luck.